Okay, so the first thing that is really important for you to know about, you already know about it, I think, and that is the IO-Lab device that Dr. Brown or Dr. Stam has already emailed you about. Um, this little electronic device that you send off for, you rent it for the summer. Um, this here is what it looks like. That's the IO-Lab device, okay? And you already know about it, I think. Other big thing you need to get that you can't commonly find in a retail store is this. This is a pulley, okay? You might already know what a pulley is, but if you don't, it's basically a little machine with a wheel that turns and you can hang things on it. Has a little groove and well, you probably can't see it. Anyway, there's a clamp where you can clamp it onto things. So this is something you need to get. You will see some links to where you can buy one. I'll have that in the email that I've sent. Um, so there are several links to pulleys that you can get on Amazon. They don't have to look exactly like this one. There are several different kinds. So you just choose one of those, or if you see something else that resembles that and you want to get it, and that's probably fine too. Some of them they say there's only like two available or something. Um, but some others there are plenty available, I guess. They range in price from like $8 to, well, maybe $9 to about $20. Okay. If you can get one that has an adjustable height, like this here, say, okay. Um, in other words, it can rise or you can adjust in the clamp itself. Okay. That's a nice thing to have. It can be helpful for getting more accurate results. Um, but they're a little bit more pricey, and if you don't want a spring for that, that's fine. Understand about that. So just get a pulley anyway that has a clamp on it. If you want a spring for the adjustable kind, that would be helpful, but you don't have to. Okay, just get one of the pulleys. So you won't need it until maybe about 2 or 3 weeks into the lab. Um, but you should go ahead and order it as soon as you can, right away, because, well, it might take a while to get to you, and then what if it comes and it's broken? I wouldn't be surprised at that, and you have to do something about it and so on. So it's kind of good to have plenty of lead time for that. If you have problems with it in any way, if it doesn't come, if it doesn't arrive, or it arrives broken and there's no time to get it replaced and so on, something like that, let me know and maybe I can help you out and we can come up with some other way to do it. Okay. So anyway, you need this pulley. That's the other big thing. Just about everything else are things that you can normally find easily in local stores, probably. And if not, you might even already have them around the house. Okay. Third big thing you need, well, it's not really that big, but is a roll of dimes. Okay. Just a roll of dimes. Like you can, whoops, turn it around this way. Okay, so you can go to the bank and get one of those, or you might even be able to go to a convenience store and you might be able to get one there. So what this is for is we're going to do a couple of experiments that require a solid metal cylinder, and that's not something you can normally easily find. So a roll of coins works pretty well for that. Okay, if you have a roll of pennies lying around and you'd rather use that, that's probably okay too. There's a couple of advantages with dimes, but I'd say go for dimes. But if you want to do pennies, we can probably live with that too. Okay, and whatever you spend on it, well, it costs $5, but you get the $5 back eventually. You can take it to the bank and redeem it for a $5 bill, or you can just spend the dimes later. Either way, you get your money back. So effectively, it doesn't really cost you anything. Okay. Um, Okay, so another thing that's important is you see this ramp on this table, this big long board here. So what we're going to be doing a lot of is rolling the IO lab on the ramp. It has wheels, okay, like, so we'll be doing quite a bit of that, all right. And some of the time we'll have the pulley clamped to the edge of the ramp there, like this. Okay. And we'll be attaching some string to the IO lab and hanging it over the pulley and attaching a weight to it and pulling it uphill, some things like that. Okay, so you need a board that you can use as a ramp. You might have to go buy one, but maybe you don't have to. You might have something in your residence that you can use. If you have a bookcase in your house or your apartment or wherever you're living, you could take the books out and just take the board that actually holds the books, and that might work well for one. Okay, so that might work. Maybe if you have a coffee table in your house and you can put something underneath one end of it and tilt it up some, that could work too. Okay, so that's a possibility. So there's a couple of different ways you can do it, or you may just have a piece of wood lying around if you've got a shop or something where you're living, if you're in your parents' house or something. Okay, so failing any of those things, what you'll need to do is go buy one, and they're not terribly expensive, like $5 or something. So you can go to, say, Lowe's or Home Depot or Menards, and or somewhere like that. So there might be some different place in your area. So go somewhere like that and buy a piece of wood. I would recommend, let's see, 6 inch, well, okay, 1 by 6, 1 inch thickness, 6 inch width, and 3 feet long. That would be what I would get. Some other variations might be acceptable too, but that would be what I would recommend. 1 by 6 and 3 feet long. Okay, they might not sell 3 feet long. You might have to settle for 4 feet long. Okay, but anyway, at least 3 feet long. All right. Let's see. Okay. Okay.